waste of words, a waste of breath.
Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I am filming a cook with me video. So I wanted to, I need to cook dinner for my family, and I wanted to make something a little bit elaborate because, as you guys know, I've been having like repairs and renovations and things like that done in my house. It's finally finished, which is probably why it sounds really echoey in here. I still have some lights being put in, so the lighting is not too great, but bear with me. So I wanted to kind of commemorate the fact that it's over and have dinner around the table. So I wanted to make like a pretty large dinner, a pretty special dinner, not really special, but kind of special. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I also wanted to give you guys some ideas for Feast of Unleavened Bread Week. So I'm going to make pasta dish today. So I'm basically going to be making the spaghetti and meatballs, but I'm going to make linguine, so garlic linguine with some beef meatballs. I'm going to sauce the meatballs, but I'm not going to necessarily sauce the pasta. I'm just going to do a very light sauce, and I'll show you guys how I do that. And if the kids want to put some extra sauce on their pasta, they can do that from the meatballs. And then I'm going to do some bruschetta. That's how I think it's pronounced. I've made it a lot of times, but I haven't made it a lot in the past few years. So I'm going to go ahead and make it, but I'm going to show you a way that you can make it with unleavened bread. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to make a salad. So I'm going to make a pear. It was going to be a pear, walnut, and feta salad, but my kids are not too crazy about walnuts. So I'm going to do a pear, pistachio, and feta salad. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And I made some juice. We always get juice and then we water it down. So I already did that this morning. So that's already done. Not important at all, but we're gonna eat around the table. We're gonna enjoy just having our home back full and available to us. And I wanted to also give you guys some ideas. Now I'm still waiting on ingredients, just real talk. I had a grocery order, I placed it. It's not gonna be here till 2 o'clock. So I'm still waiting on some things. So I'm just gonna start with the meatball situation, the meat, but I'm waiting on Parmesan cheese to go in there. So this is just gonna be like a real deal how I cook a lot of the time, just in increments or super early in the morning. But today is an increment day. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that you get some inspiration from it. But before we go ahead and start this video, I wanted to show you guys my shirt. Oh my God, I love this shirt. So I got this shirt from an Israelite company. It's called Hebrew Way. As you can see on the back of the shirt, it says Hebrew Way. I just think that's awesome. I think the logo, the last two Hebrew Israelite, well, the last Hebrew Israelite and this one company that I did a collab with, they make it very detailed in how they place their logo. So it's just like branding, and I love it. And I just love the fact that it has the logo back there. And then the shirt itself says, I'll come down, Black lives won't matter until Black Christ matters. I mean, is it true or is it true? I just absolutely love this shirt. So if you want to get this shirt right here. So if you want to get this shirt and any other shirt and a bunch of other items, I'll go ahead and show you guys some of them right here. From Hebrew Way. I'll go ahead and put her information down below for the Hebrew Way shop on Etsy. Such great products. I absolutely love this t-shirt. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get another one. I just love the detailing on it. I love the message on it, and it's always important for us to, make sure we get that message out there. So let me go ahead and give Hebrew Way a little bit more shine. So Hebrew Way is a online Etsy shop that specializes in Hebrew Israelite clothing and accessories. They sell several designs of men's t-shirts, also women's t-shirts, mugs, face masks, and so much more. I got this shirt from here, and again, I absolutely love it. So I would definitely recommend that you guys head over to Hebrew Way Etsy shop. The link will be in the description box below, and get yourself a beanie, even a bag with a nice print on it, and support this Israelite business. We want to definitely go ahead and support Hebrew Israelite businesses. So again, the link will be in the description box below. I'm gonna go now. So I have 2 packs of ground beef. I normally don't use ground beef. I use ground turkey or ground chicken, but I just felt like having ground beef today. So I got 2 of those. The 80-20 fat to lean percentage, that's perfect for me. So I got 2 of those. And this is about 5 pounds of meat. I know you're probably like, girl, why do you need 5 pounds of meat? Because I have a very large family, and when we eat around the table, people OD, like they go ham. So that's why I'm making so much. So let me get a knife to cut these open. All right, so all right, just gonna pop it in there like that. No need to be fancy. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to voiceover for the sake of time. So at this point, I'm seasoning up the ground beef with some rosemary, oregano. I believe I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning, which I did, and some fresh garlic. I'm also gonna add some dried garlic or granulated garlic. I do like to add fresh and dried spices, and that's some onion powder that I'm adding. And I'm going to add a total of 5 eggs. Right now you're gonna see me add 4, but I do go back and add another egg because I'm not going to use any breadcrumbs. So I'm adding cayenne pepper, and I added some salt. So my rule of thumb with salt is for every pound of ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, I always add about a teaspoon of sea salt. So, and you just saw me process some onions in my food processor, and this is the key to keeping the meat super moist, that and not over mixing. Next, let's make some bruschetta. Okay, turns out I wasn't recording. So basically, you guys didn't miss much. I have my tomatoes here. I have some vine ripened tomatoes, and I just sliced them in half. And what I'm doing right now, someone's ringing my bell. Hold on one second. All right, you guys, again, you didn't miss much. So I'm de-seeding them pretty much by squeezing them out because I don't want them to be too watery. So I'm gonna do that to the rest. Some of them I did actually pull out the middle. There you go. All right, so it's time to chop. And I'm using a serrated knife just because it's easier to chop tomatoes with a serrated knife. What happened?
What do you want me to put it upstairs under?
I'm actually going to use a smaller bowl because I'm not making too much of this. Now onto the basil. I'm going to pull it off the stem. And I'm just going to put them on top of each other like that. Then I'm going to roll them up like this. And this is how you would do a chiffonade, but I'm actually just going to chop them. That would be like a chiffonade, so it's just basically strips. But I'm going to go in and chop. Right, I'm going to go in with a little bit of garlic. I chop my garlic up in the food processor at the beginning of the week just to make it easier for myself. Excuse me if you can hear my kids in the background because I got lots of them. I'm just going to do about a teaspoon of garlic because if you do more than that, sometimes it can be a little bit too spicy. And I'm going to do a splash of balsamic, not a lot, just a splash. I don't use olive oil, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of avocado oil and some salt. I would normally add pepper to this, but I don't use black pepper anymore. Apparently it scratches your liver, so just salt for now. And there we have it. Tomatoes could be prettier, but I used tomatoes that were kind of on its way out because I didn't want to waste them. So that's what they look like right now. And when the crackers come later, and I'm just going to top these, well, I'm going to top the crackers with this. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, now we're on to boiling the pasta. So I'm bringing my pot of water to a boil. I'm now going to salt the water. This is a very important step because this is the only time that you have to season your pasta. So I'm gonna add a good amount of salt just so it kind of tastes a little less than salt water, like sea salt water. So I'm gonna do that, and I like to put the lid back on it and bring it back to a boil. Once I do that, then I'm gonna add my pasta. I never break my pasta, guys. I know that a lot of people do that, but I don't break my pasta because I was taught in culinary school not to break the pasta. So it's just a habit. I don't do that. So I'm gonna allow this to boil. Once it does, I'm going to basically strain this over into the sink as you would normally do with pasta. But what I'm going to do is save 2 cups of the starchy cooking liquid. So the water that the pasta boils in, I'm going to take a teacup and I'm going to save 2 cups of that water. Now you see that I started to pour it out and then I completely forgot, hey, save your water, because this is a very important step. So that is what I'm doing now. And then I'm going to add some garlic to the pot in some avocado oil and just cook it until it's fragrant, about a minute. And then I'm gonna add the pasta back to the pot, mix it together so the garlic distributes evenly. I'm gonna add that starchy cooking liquid, and then I'm going to add some fresh basil and then a couple pats or tablespoons of vegan butter.
'Cause I've got nothing to say. Thoughts they burn inside my chest.
Oh, and of course, crushed red pepper flake. And I know it's flakes plural, but I say flake. My husband makes fun of me. It's crushed red pepper flake because I don't use black pepper, which I used to lace this pasta with black pepper because I feel like pasta with black pepper is a must. But I'm just gonna do crushed red pepper flake, and this is so good because it just adds a tiny bit of spiciness to the pasta.
It's stronger when I'm falling down on my knees. I will rise and try to believe that changes will come. 'Cause the light's just around the corner.
Alright, you guys, so I just chopped up the lettuce. You guys know how to chop up lettuce. I'm just using romaine. So just chopped it up. I'm about to put the other stuff in it. So I'm gonna put pears in it, feta cheese, and pistachios. And then I'm gonna make a creamy balsamic vinaigrette on the side. Normally I would make it and just sit it at the bottom. Make the vinaigrette at the bottom of the, I feel like I showed you guys that in my last video, but I don't remember. Put it at the bottom, and then when it's dinner time, just toss the salad together. I'm just gonna make it on the side this time. So let me grab the feta. So I grab the feta and pistachios, and I am going to take the pears out and put them on a counter, but I'm not going to slice them until right before dinner time because I don't want them to oxidize, turn brown. So that is what I'm gonna do. I mean, I could squeeze some, I might just do that. I might squeeze just a little bit of lemon on it. So give me 1 second. So I got 3 pears and some lemon here. Wash these off. These are organic Anjou pears, I think, or Bartlett. I don't remember. I want to say they're Anjou. I don't think you pronounce them that way, but they're good. So let's start with the feta. I'm not gonna do too much. So about that much. And let's do the pears first. Alright. So I have about this much. I'm just gonna do this last one. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon on it. Pistachios. I'm gonna put the rest of it away. So that's what we're looking like right now. All right, so here we're gonna make the creamy balsamic vinaigrette. So I'm gonna add some balsamic vinegar, about a third of the way, and I'm gonna add some avocado oil. Again, I don't use olive oil, so I use avocado oil, about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, some maple syrup. I end up adding about 2 tablespoons, and then some sea salt, along with some herbs and a little bit of granulated garlic. And then I added about 3 tablespoons of vegan mayo, and I'm just gonna shake everything up. And that's pretty much the vinaigrette. I am a fan of homemade salad dressings just because they're so easy and they're so much healthier. So make sure you guys try this out. You will not be disappointed.
Life's too mean, but I can't just jump and fall.
Alright, so back to the meatballs. So I finally got my Parmesan cheese in my grocery order. So I went ahead and added about half a cup to it. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is put a little oil on my hands. That way I can form the meatballs easily. It's a little bit more difficult when you don't add the breadcrumbs because I keep wanting to say dough, but the meat is not so dry. So that is pretty much what I'm going to do now. Then once they're formed, I'm going to put them in a 400-degree oven. You can also do this under the broiler. I cook them until they're almost cooked through, but not all the way. And then what I do is add them to the pot with some homemade pasta sauce that I made. But you can feel free, of course, to use your favorite store-bought pasta sauce. And I'm basically just going to put the pasta sauce on it and cook it just until the meatballs are cooked through. Because we're doing an unleavened bread option, I decided to use these table crackers. They don't have any leavening in them. And I'm going to do the same thing that I would do for a normal bruschetta. Is just rub a cut piece of garlic on it to give it a garlic flavor. Now this is them in the picture, and I'm showing you the finished product of all the food. But I would definitely recommend, because the water crackers are a little bit thin, to go ahead and double them up. So put one, rub the garlic on it, put another cracker on top, rub some garlic on that one, and then put the filling on top of that. And again, this is the finished product of the meal.
Thought I was more than a body.
Alrighty guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm upstairs now, obviously, on my little bouncy ball chair. that I have just to get some exercise, and you know, I'm not exercising. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload new content. If you like this type of content, please leave a comment below and let me know so I can make some more of it. And again, if you guys like this t-shirt and you're interested in getting some great Hebrew Israelite products, head over to Hebrew Way. The link will be in the description box below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Shalawam.
My bed all day long, listening to sad songs and feeling so low, thinking about you and where